This is the HiPipo Include Everyone program, a groundbreaking initiative bridging the digital and financial inclusion gap in the COMESA region. More than half of women in Africa lack access to formal financial services, relying instead on cash-based saving groups, informal lending, and unregulated credit providers.
Most women in Africa running a small business or their households, they face significant financial exclusion. Over 60% of them in Sub-Saharan Africa lack access to formal financing, and they rely heavily on cash-based savings groups, informal lending, as well as unregulated credit providers. And these alternatives are unreliable, they're insecure, and they fail to support long-term wealth creation.
It is against this backdrop that Zambian startup MightyFin participated in the inaugural COMESA Women in Fintech Hackathon to develop a solution for this underserved population.
The traditional financial institutions reject many women-led businesses due to lack of credit history, rigid requirements, and as well as high loan rejection rates from traditional lenders. The desired outcome is a digital financial ecosystem that enables women to save, to borrow, and transact.
With energy and zeal, the team wrapped up the first day of the hackathon with a fully formed solution, naming it MamaPay.
MamaPay is an online platform where customers can go there and they can process payments there, they can join savings groups, make cross-border payments, and also have access to financial literacy models so that they can better manage their money.
Our target markets are women who are in the informal trading sector, mostly those who have been underserved and underbanked across Zambia and Malawi.
Through the hackathon, what began as an idea was refined into a minimum viable product, ultimately emerging as the second best innovation among 16 competing teams from Zambia and Malawi.
You mentioned at some point that your customers will have to provide their KYC at onboarding. I wanted to know, how are you intending to make sure that you are compliant with the relevant laws and regulations regarding KYC?
Once an applicant comes through via USD or whichever platform that is, they go through fraud detection and also through payment gateway through Mojaloop and their interoperability to help us with the transaction processing engine, which then speaks to the regulator for compliance, the database management also for structured transactions, and also Redis for cash.
According to the team members, the experience was unlike any other.
This means a lot for us as MightyFin. I think it has tested our resilience, but also it means a great deal to be part of a movement that CBC, HiPipo, and the Gates Foundation are doing in revolutionizing access to finance and also promoting women in tech.
They are particularly proud to have learned the fundamentals of building a startup and incorporating Mojaloop Open Source Software into their solution.
First of all, as a tech person, I've learned about Mojaloop, which is a very interesting technology that will help bridge the financing gap, especially for underserved women. And I've also learned the fundamentals of building a startup and how to set myself up for success, or rather how to set our company up for further success.
Finally, the team is grateful that participating in the hackathon broadened their perspective, with special thanks to HiPipo, CBC, and the Gates Foundation.
So just appreciation for this hackathon. It has been very insightful. Understanding payments not just within the country, but across borders and across continents. This has been a privilege to be part of this opportunity by the Gates Foundation, HiPipo, and CBC as well.
With generous support from the Gates Foundation and in partnership with COMESA Business Council, HiPipo is empowering communities to ensure inclusion and shared benefits for everyone.